Greetings and welcome to the pools announcement for the 2016 Quidditch World Cup. My name is Josh Mayer, and I will be the on-site gameplay director for the tournament. I hail from the United States, specifically Ohio, and have been involved with the sport for nearly 6 years. For the past 3 years, I have worked in multiple gameplay positions for what is now US Quidditch. I am very grateful for this opportunity and extremely excited for the tournament to arrive. In this video, I'm going to detail the pods and pools draw process for World Cup 2016, as well as reveal the pools themselves. If you have any questions about the draw process or the results, please feel free to contact me at wc2016.mayor@gmail.com. So, let's jump right in. The competing nations are divided into 5 pods based on their finishing rank in the last international tournament each national team competed in. To reward performance, the medalists from Global Games 2014, the United States, Australia, and Canada, and the finalists at European Games 2015, France and the United Kingdom, earn the spots in Pod 1. After this, the 11 remaining nations with international experience will be divided on the results of both Global Games 2014 and European Games 2015. The initial draw will begin by finalizing the teams who encompass each pod. The top 16 places, as shown, will comprise those teams who have previously competed internationally. The remaining pod openings will be selected by random draw from those teams with no prior international experience. Each team with no previous competition will have the same chance of being drawn into the openings in Pod 4. The remaining nations who are not selected will then fill the openings in Pod 5. The initial draw will now begin. The first team drawn into Pod 4 is Uganda. The second team drawn into Pod 4 is South Korea. The third team drawn into Pod 4 is Brazil. Finally, the fourth team drawn into Pod 4 is Slovakia. This results in Austria, Peru, and Slovenia encompassing Pod 5. With the pods complete, the teams will be drawn into 5 pools, known as Pool 1 to 5. The final draw will begin with Pod 1. One team is drawn and the team is assigned to Group 1. Another team is selected from Pod 1 and placed in Group 2. The process is then repeated until all teams in Pod 1 have been assigned a group. The draw then continues with Pod 5. The team is drawn and assigned to a randomly selected group to ensure equal likelihood between groups of obtaining a 5th team. A second and third team is then drawn from Pod 5 and assigned to another random group, not including the ones previously selected. The draw continues with Pod 4, Pod 3, and concludes with Pod 2. These final 3 pods do not require the random group selection process. In addition, each pool is guaranteed to have at least one non-European based team. Without further ado, let us begin the final draw. The Pod 1 team in Pool 1 will be France. In Pool 2, Australia. In Pool 3, the United Kingdom. In Pool 4, Canada. In the final Pod 1 team to be drawn, the United States goes into Pool 5. Moving on to Pod 5, Pool 1 draws Slovenia. Pool 2 does not draw a 5th team. Australia will compete in a pool of 4. Pool 3 draws Austria. Pool 4 draws Peru, leaving Pool 5 in the United States also with a pool of 4. Next, we will draw Pod 4. Joining France and Slovenia will be Uganda. In Pool 2, joining Australia is Slovakia. Joining the United Kingdom and Austria in Pool 3 will be South Korea. Going into Pool 4 with Canada and Peru is Poland. And the final Pod 4 team going into Pool 5 will be Brazil. Moving up to Pod 3, joining France, Slovenia, and Uganda will be the Netherlands. In Pool 2 with Australia and Slovakia, we have Ireland. In Pool 3, joining the United Kingdom, Austria, and South Korea, is Spain. The team joining Pool 4, along with Canada, Peru, and Poland, is Catalonia. And finally, Pool 5, joining the United States and Brazil, is our host country, Germany. We will now complete the draw process with Pod 2. Going into Pool 1 with France, Slovenia, Uganda, and the Netherlands is Italy. Joining Pool 2 with Australia, Slovakia, and Ireland, we have Belgium. In Pool 3, the United Kingdom, Austria, South Korea, and Spain are joined by Turkey. For Pool 4, Mexico joins Canada, Peru, Poland, and Catalonia. Finally, Norway goes into Pool 5 with the United States, Brazil, and Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the pools for World Cup 2016. In Pool 1, France, Italy, the Netherlands, Uganda, and Slovenia. In Pool 2, we have Australia, Belgium, Ireland, and Slovakia. Pool 3 is the United Kingdom, Turkey, Spain, South Korea, and Austria. Pool 4, Canada, Mexico, Catalonia, Poland, and Peru. Our final pool is Pool 5, featuring the United States, Norway, Germany, and Brazil. The first game to be played on Saturday morning will feature Germany against Norway, with no other games scheduled at that time. On behalf of the World Cup 2016 Planning Committee, I would like to thank you for your attendance, and we will see you all in Frankfurt on July 23rd.